Hi guys, I think I'm live now. If you can see me and if you can hear me and if everything is good, please do let me know that everything is good. Then we'll start today's session. We'll be conducting very regular sessions from now on till CAT. So I plan to do at least 20 of these kind of sessions. So please do click on the bell icon. Please subscribe to our channel and click on the bell icon. And please do like this stream also. Before the stream ends, I want to get to at least 150 likes. If we have 150 likes for today's stream, before the stream ends, we'll be doing one very nice stream tomorrow also. So it is very important that you like this stream, and if you have any doubts, please do comment below the video. We'll be looking at 10 questions today. The way this session works, the way any of these sessions work, is that I'll be giving one question and I'll be giving the explanation, and while I'm explaining the question, if there is any important concept or if there is any important theorem, I'll explain it while I'm explaining the concept. This, I think, is the best way in which you can gain practice as well as confidence. I don't believe in just teaching the theorems or teaching the concepts and not really practicing. The most amount of knowledge or the most amount of confidence or ability to actually solve will improve if you actually solve questions. So today we'll be having 10 questions. Every question has 2.5 minutes. And anybody who gets all the 10 questions correct will get a free Cracku t-shirt. It will be similar to the t-shirt I'm wearing. So if you get all the 10 questions correct, you'll get a free t-shirt. Once you get all the 10 questions correct, I would ask you to send a mail. We'll figure out the details later. But for now, go to cracku.in/live. And once you go to cracku.in/live, the test will start in exactly 2 minutes. So please go to cracku.in/live. And do let me know how your CAT preparation is going, how many mocks are you taking, how many of you are actually taking the daily targets. Or if you have any questions with respect to general CAT preparation, please do ask me in the chat. My team will collate all the questions and I'll answer most of the questions. Now, one thing that I would always tell you is people ask me what they should do in the last 1.5 months. If you're very confused, if you don't know where to practice, remember that there are two things that I would recommend you to do. One is DashCATs. DashCATs are very, very good, especially the LRDI sections. We put in a lot of effort to ensure that we make very nice LRDIs, very interesting LRDIs. These are the kind of LRDIs that can be asked in CAT. So definitely take the DashCATs. And second is the daily targets. If you're not sure what to do, remember that if you're taking a DashCAT, it is only helping you. If you're answering a daily target, it is only helping you. These are very specific mocks. These are very specific questions that are asked in daily target. These will only help you. If you're not sure what to do, take a DashCAT. If you're not sure what to do, take a daily target. DashCATs and daily targets are very, very useful. I can't stress this enough. On the day of the examination, after you come out of the examination, if you have taken all of our 15 DashCATs, you would definitely feel very, very happy. You would feel that you have put in a lot of effort in taking the DashCATs and you would feel that they have helped you quite a lot. Okay guys, please go to cracku.in/live. I'll answer the questions after the first question is posted. So please go to cracku.in/live. The first question will be on your screen now. Okay, let me answer some questions that people have asked. We have 107 likes. We have more than 160 people are watching. So I need 53 more likes. Sorry, 43 more likes. Please do like the stream, guys. I want to get to at least 150 likes before the stream ends. Hi, Vikas. How are you? Good evening, sir. How to analyze VARC part of the mocks? Look at your accuracy in reading comprehension and look at your accuracy in verbal ability, especially the 3 different parts of verbal ability. How are you answering in para-jumbles? How are you answering in para-summaries? And how are you answering in reading comprehensions? Are you able to attempt 3 RCs? Are you able to attempt only 2 RCs? Are you able to attempt all the RCs? And even in the RCs, in the first RC that you attempted, how is your accuracy? How is your accuracy in the second RC that you attempted? If probably you're attempting your RCs towards the end, how is your accuracy? Think of all of these things. JS is saying, hello sir, big fan. Hi JS, what is your full name? Abhishek Monti is saying how to manage preparation time when working from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Wake up early, sleep early. If you're working till 6 p.m., my advice, strong advice, is to sleep by 9 p.m. wake up at 6 a.m. and start prepare for 2-3 hours. And after you come back from 6 p.m., maybe take a sectional, maybe do something easy, not very stressful or intensive. Maybe prepare for 1 hour and then sleep. Sleep early, wake up early. Wake up at 6 a.m. and prepare. I do that and it helps me quite a lot. White Daisy is asking, only DILR course, is it available in Cracku? Yeah, it is available in Cracku. Please do send a mail to support@cracku.in. If you send a mail to support@cracku.in, we will get back to you with all the details of all of our courses. If you need any Cracku course, please send a mail to support@cracku.in. If you have purchased a Cracku course and you are facing some issue, please send a mail to support@cracku.in. Anything that you want from Cracku, please send a mail to support@cracku.in. Yeah, for DashCAT 11, the video solutions for LRDI section, they have been delayed. I know, I'm very sorry for that. Every other video solution is up except for DC 11 LRDI. We'll upload that maybe in 1 or 2 days. We can't upload it tomorrow, but most likely it will be uploaded by Monday. Tanha Kida is saying, can you take daily class in YouTube? I will take daily class in YouTube if we get to 250 likes before the stream ends. So please get to 250 likes before the stream ends. If we get 250 likes, I'll be taking very regular classes on YouTube. Okay, let us first answer this question. This is an important question, so it will also have an important theorem. So let us try to understand this. A, B, C are 3 containers. A has a volume of 100 liters. B has a volume of 200 liters. C has a volume of 300 liters. From A, 20 liters are replaced. From B, 20 liters are replaced, but they are replaced twice. From C, 30 liters are replaced, but they are replaced 3 times. After these 3 operations are done, the solutions present in A, B and C, they are mixed in the ratio of 5:3:2. What is the percentage of pure milk coffee in the final mixture? Before we come to this final mixture, we should understand what is the percentage of milk in A. When 20 liters are replaced with water, the percentage will become 0.8. This is fairly straightforward. Initially, there are 100 liters. All of them were pure milk coffee. 20 liters are replaced with water. So the percentage of milk will be 80%, which is 0.8. What about B? When 200 liters were there initially and 20 liters were replaced, the percentage becomes 0.9. Why is that the case? Because out of 200 liters, 20 liters are replaced, 180 liters are remaining. 180 divided by 200 is 0.9. If this process is repeated again, the percentage of milk coffee will be equal to 0.9 whole square. In general, if you have a bucket and if this is a pure, say, alcohol concentration or pure milk concentration, and if X percentage of this solution is replaced with water, and if this is repeated n times, then the amount of alcohol, if initially it is 100%, if X percent is replaced, after 1 repetition, the percentage of alcohol will become equal to 1 minus X percent. If this is repeated 2 times, it becomes 1 minus X percent whole square. If this is repeated 3 times, it will become 1 minus X percent whole cube. In this particular case, 20 liters out of 200 liters, that is 10% is being replaced. So after once, the percentage of alcohol is 0.9, but because this is repeated 2 times, it becomes 0.9 whole square. Over here, 30 liters out of 300 liters are replaced. That is 10% is replaced, 90% remains the same. If this happens once, the percentage of milk coffee will be 0.9, that is 90%. If this happens 2 times, it will be 0.9 whole square. If this happens 3 times, it becomes 0.9 whole cube. So after the replacements, the percentage of milk coffee in A is 80%. The percentage of milk coffee in B is 0.9 whole square, which is 0.81, which is 81%. And in C, it is 72.9%. Now they are mixed in the ratio of 5:3:2. If they are mixed in the ratio of 5:3:2, you can assume that 5 liters of A, 3 liters of B and 2 liters of C are mixed. So what is the overall concentration of milk coffee? The total volume will be 5 plus 3 plus 2, which is 10. And what is the amount of milk coffee in it? It will be 5 into 0.8, which is 4, plus 3 into 0.81. 3 into 0.81 is 2.43, plus 2 into 72.9. 2 into 72.9 will be 2 into 0.729. This is equal to 1.458. Divided by the total volume is, like we discussed, 5 plus 3 plus 2, which is 10. This is equal to 7. This is 888 divided by 10, which is 78.88%, which is option D. Let us look at the next question, and while you're solving the next question, I'll answer some of the questions that you have asked. But guys, please do like the stream. We have 178 likes. I want to get to at least 72 more likes so that we can get to 250 likes. Definitely take DashCATs and daily targets. Somebody is asking what they should do in the last 1.5 months. DashCATs and daily targets. These are the two things which will be like the best help that you can have in the last 1.5 months. Shravanti is saying, even though I'm completing questions from study, my mock score is low. May I know where I'm lagging and what should I do to solve it? Are you doing well in all the 3 sections, or are you doing poorly in all the 3 sections, or is there any one section that you're not doing well? This is the first question you should ask. If consistently your mock scores are low, there can be multiple reasons for it. I would recommend you to stop taking mocks for maybe a week, and in that week, answer a lot of sectionals. In addition to sectionals, try to answer as many questions as you can before you attempt the mock again. Take a small break, take as many sectionals as you can in that break, answer as many questions as you can in that break, so that your confidence goes up with respect to solving. What can be considered a good score in mock? It depends on different persons, their targets, all of them are different. Typically, I would say in any mock, if you're scoring above 75, that should be a good score. Dhairya Vyas is saying, sir, wants to score only 90%. Any tips on how to able to achieve it? I'm not able to score in AIMCAT. I'm not so sure about AIMCAT, man. There are many people who tell me that they are not very happy with AIMCATs because they find AIMCATs to be very difficult. I don't know about that. But with respect to Cracku questions, I would say definitely take our mocks. They're going to be very useful. And recently we have started a group offer on mocks. Basically, without the video solutions, you will get. If you want the video solutions, you will have to. There is no group offer on it, but if you don't want the video solutions, there is a group offer where you get 20 mocks. This consists of the 5 head start mocks and the 15 DashCATs, in addition to the 45 sectionals. All of them will have detailed text solutions. And you can get this package for only 999. We are running this group offer recently. If you are looking for a good mock package, you should definitely enroll to it. I think only Rahul Kumar got both the questions correct. Let us see how many people can actually score well in this 10 questions. Let us answer this question. In Emerald Society, there are M people. The ratio of the number of males to the number of people who don't read a paper is 7:5. The ratio of the number of females to people who read paper is 4:5. If there are 2 males who read the paper for every female who doesn't read, find the square of the minimum possible value of M. When you look at this kind of a question, you should immediately understand that there are 2 categories of people. There are men, there are women. There is another way in which you can categorize people. There are people who can read a newspaper or people who don't read a newspaper. So there are 2 ways in which you can categorize the people. So let us look at both these categories. We will say that, okay, amongst the people who read a paper, there are men and there are women. Amongst people who don't read a paper, there are men and there are women. Let the number of men who read a paper be M. Let the number of women who read a paper be W. Let the number of men who don't read a paper be M1. Let the number of women who don't read a paper be W1. What is the total number of men? The total number of men will be M plus M1. What is the total number of women? Total number of women is W plus W1. Now let us see the information that is given. We are told that the ratio of the number of males, which is M plus M1, divided by the people who don't read the paper. What is the number of people who don't read the newspaper? It is M1 plus W1. This is equal to 7 by 5. This is one equation. The ratio of the number of females, what is the number of females? We have just done that, that is W plus W1 divided by the number of people who read a newspaper, that is M plus W, is 4:5. And there are 2 males who read paper, that is M, for every female who doesn't, that is M divided by W1 is equal to 2. These are the equations that are given. We have 4 variables. The variables are M, W, M1 and W1, and we have 3 equations. So we can't solve this set, but we can express every variable in terms of every other variable. Let us try to simplify it. So M, for example, is equal to 2W1. If you express this in this equation, we can remove W1, M plus M1 divided by M1 plus M by 2 is equal to 7 by 5. If you cross multiply 5M plus 5M1 is equal to 7M1 plus 7M by 2, or 2M1 is equal to, this is 3M by 2. 3M by 2 is equal to 3W1. Correct? No, 3M by 2 will be, 3W1. So 2M1 is equal to 3W1. Now we can substitute that even over here. We can substitute W plus W1 is M by 2 divided by W plus W, W plus M is equal to 4 by 5. Again we cross multiply. We are going to get 5W plus 5M by 2 is equal to 4M plus 4W. Or the value of W is equal to 3M by 2. Let us look at this again. So this will imply that 3M is equal to 4M1. If 3M is equal to 4M1 over here, we will assume that M is equal to 4K. Therefore, M1 is equal to 3K and W1 will be equal to M by 2. So that is equal to 2K. What about the value of M? This W is equal to 3M by 2. If W is equal to 3M by 2, W is equal to 6K. So basically we have expressed all of them in terms of a variable K. So the total value of the number of people, which is equal to small m, is equal to 6K plus 2K plus 3K plus 4K, which is 15K. So the minimum possible value of small m is 15. That will happen when K is equal to 1, and the square of the minimum possible value of M will be 15 square, which is 225. Essentially what we have done is there are 3 variables, there are 3 equations and there are 4 variables. So we can't solve it, but we have expressed everything in terms of capital M. We have expressed M1 in terms of capital 1, we have expressed W1 in terms of capital M, and once you express all of them in terms of capital M and you figure out that M has to be basically a multiple of 4, because 3M by 2 is equal to 2M1, or if 3M is equal to 4M1 over here, it would imply that M has to be a multiple of 4. If M is not a multiple of 4, then M1 will not be a natural number. Once you figure that out, you figure out that M is equal to 4K, and then you express everything else in terms of K, and therefore the minimum value that M can take is 55, so the square is 225. Let us look at the next question. Sir, I'm finding Cracku mocks hard, but I'm able to solve CAT previous questions. Is CAT question that much hard in difficult reality? Which section of Cracku mocks are you finding it difficult? I'm genuinely interested to know that, because I put a lot of effort to ensure that the questions that are there in our DashCATs accurately describe the difficulty level that can be expected in CAT. So if you're finding any particular section difficult, please do let me know. Especially we are making our LRDIs with a lot of effort, and I believe that if you take the Cracku DashCATs, you will gain a lot in the LRDI section. The LRDIs that we are creating are very nice, very interesting. These can definitely come, these kind of questions can definitely come in the actual examination. Now, at least even if that kind of a set doesn't come, the way you answer these questions, the way you attempt them, will definitely help you in increasing your, the way you approach new types of LRDIs. So, new types of LRDIs you can definitely expect from Cracku mocks. Nikita Malik is saying, sir, skipping number system will be fine. I think it is okay. Right now, it is too little time for you to focus on a not so important topic like number systems. So, it is okay. Where can we get DashCAT? Rakesh JR is asking. You can take DashCAT. We'll post the link to take it. If you want to purchase it, please do send a mail to support@cracku.in. Or the link to purchase it is given in the description of this video. That also should be helpful. In this question, we are told that to a mixture of milk and water, if 70 liters of milk are added, the concentration of milk becomes 40%. If you assume that initially there are m liters of milk and w liters of water, if you are adding 70 liters of milk, the amount of milk becomes m plus 70. This is 40% of the solution. The remaining 60% will be water. So m plus 70 divided by w is equal to 2 by 3. This is one equation. The second equation, we are told that if we add 60 liters of water, the amount of milk will remain the same, it will be m. The amount of water will become equal to w plus 60. Now we are told that the concentration of milk is 20% and the remaining 80% will be water. This would imply that m divided by w plus 60 is equal to 1 by 4. These are the two equations. If you solve them, we'll get the value of m and w. We'll try to do it. If you cross multiply over here, we are going to get 3m plus 210 is equal to 2w. If you cross multiply here, you are going to get 4m is equal to w plus 60. Or 4m minus 60 is equal to w. If you multiply this with 2, you are going to get the value of 2w. This is equal to 8m minus 120. If you simplify this, you are going to get that 5m is equal to 330, or the value of m is equal to 66. If the value of m is equal to 66, you substitute it over here. The value of w is equal to 4 into 66 minus 60, which is 264 minus 60, which is 204. So initially there are 66 liters of milk. There are 204 liters of water. The total volume of the mixture is 270, which is 66 plus 204. So the percentage of milk in the mixture will be 66 divided by 270 into 100, which is equal to 24.44%. So the answer for this question is option C. Let us look at the next question. Tanha Kidwa is asking, sir, what is the safe score for non-engineer EWS? Again, it depends on what college you are hoping for. If you are looking for a good score, I would say try to score around 80. More than 80 will be a good score. Sir, Cracku sectionals are CAT level or not? The level of mocks and sectionals are different or the same? I think they will be fairly similar. But I would say the recent DashCATs are very, very good. They will help you quite a lot, especially in the LRDI sections. If you have enrolled to the Cracku mocks, you should definitely take every single one of them. They will help you a lot. Guys, please do like the stream. We have 245 likes. I want to get to 300 likes before the stream ends. I need 55 more likes. Please do like the stream, guys. Last year pricing, sir, I've taken DashCATs and I'm scoring 29 to 57 percentile. I'm getting less marks in VARC and Quant section. Is there any way to score good marks in these sections? I'm taking daily targets too, sir. These low marks are making me nervous and scared of the examination. Don't worry, don't feel nervous. Like I said earlier, if you are getting that phobia or paranoia about mocks, take sectionals regularly. Stop taking mocks for maybe a week or so, but take a lot of sectionals and try to attempt as many questions as you can. Take daily targets, answer previous paper questions, answer and solve questions as many as you can. Okay, let us try to answer this question, guys. In this question, we are told that there is a shopkeeper who purchases 3 types of coffees, A, B, and C. The rates are, for A, it is 24 per kg. For B, it is 36 per kg. And for C, it is 45 per kg. He mixes these 3 types of coffees in the ratio of A is to B is to C, where A, B, and C are natural numbers. And he sells 60 kgs of the mixer at 3168, making a profit of 20%. So what is the selling price per kg? The selling price per kg is 3168 divided by 60. But over here, he is making a profit of 20%. This would imply that the cost price of the mixture per kg is 3168 divided by 60, which is the selling price, into 1 divided by 1 plus 20%, that is 1.2. If you simplify this, you are going to get this as 3168 divided by 72. What is 3168 divided by 72? This is equal to, I think 44. You can confirm. I think 72 into 3168 is equal to 72 into 44 is 3168. So the cost price is 44 per kg. So these 3 were mixed in the ratio of A is to B is to C, and overall cost price is 44 per kg. If you assume that A kgs of A, B kgs of B, and C kgs of C are mixed, the equation we are going to get is that 24A plus 36B plus 45C is equal to 44 into A plus B plus C. Or you can simplify this. This is equal to 44A plus 44B plus 44C. Or the value of 20A plus 8B is equal to C. So the value of C is equal to 20A plus 8B. We are required to calculate the minimum possible value of C minus 2A minus 3B. C is equal to 20A plus 8B. So C minus 2A minus 3B will be equal to 18A plus 5B. Now what is the minimum value of 18A plus 5B? we know that A, B and C are natural numbers. So the minimum value that A can take is 1. The minimum value that B can take is 1. So the minimum value of 18A plus 5B will be equal to 23. This will happen when A is equal to B is equal to 1. So the answer for this question is 23. Let us look at the next question. Okay guys, we got to 250 likes. We just need 8 more likes to get to 300 likes. Let us target 325 likes guys. So I would need 32 more likes. Please do like the stream. Sir, which part of quant can I skip if I have only completed arithmetic and geometry? Complete arithmetic, geometry, also complete algebra, which involves linear equations, quadratic equations and so on, inequalities. And also do modern maths, which involves logarithms, functions. I think if you do that, that is sufficient, but be very good at it. Chirag Garg is again asking, sir, Cracku sectionals are CAT level or not? And the level of mocks and sectionals are different or same? The level of mocks and sectionals are fairly similar. Especially Cracku DashCATs, we put in so much effort to ensure or try to mimic the difficulty level of actual CAT. So in my opinion, Cracku DashCATs are the closest mocks that you get to actual CAT. And you will benefit quite a lot, especially in LRDI, because we are putting so much effort to give you very good LRDIs. So definitely take the Cracku DashCATs if you have enrolled to it. Hello sir, love from Maharashtra, big fan. Yeah. Thank you Rohit, even I love Maharashtra. Okay, let us try to answer this question, guys. Here we are told that in a shop, the cost price of 30 apples is equal to the selling price of 40 mangoes. Similarly, the selling price of 40 apples is equal to the cost price of 50 mangoes. The shopkeeper gets a profit of 25% on apples, but to get an overall profit of 30%, the shopkeeper wants to increase the selling price of mangoes from its present value. What should be the percentage increase in the selling price of mangoes if he sells an equal number of mangoes and apples? This might look very complex, but if you first again think about it, we have two types of fruits. We have apples and we have mangoes. Now both of them have a separate cost price and a selling price. We have a cost price per apple, we have a selling price per apple. Similarly, we have a cost price for mangoes, we have a selling price for mangoes. Let the cost price of an apple be A. Let the selling price of an apple be B. Let the cost price of a mango be C, and let the selling price of a mango be equal to D. What do we know from the information that is given? The cost price of 30 apples, which is 30A, is equal to the selling price of 40 mangoes, is equal to 40D. Or 3A is equal to 4D. Similarly, we are told that the selling price of 40 apples, so selling price of 40 apples is 40B, is equal to the cost price of 50 mangoes, is equal to 50C. Or 4B is equal to 5C. This is another equation that we have. The shopkeeper gets a profit of 25% from apples. If he is getting a profit of 25% from apples, it would imply that A into 1.25, which is the cost price into 1 plus profit percentage, is equal to B. Or 5A is equal to 4B. Whenever you have an equation like this, where you are told that 5A is equal to 4B, the easiest way to understand this is by assuming that the value of A is equal to 4K. And then the value of B will be equal to 5K. And the product 5A will be 20K, the product 4B is equal to 20K. Whenever you are given 5A is equal to 4B, In this kind of a situation, always assume that one of them is equal to the coefficient of the other into a variable. Essentially what we are saying is that A is equal to 4k, B will then be equal to 5k, 3a will be equal to 12k is equal to 4d, or the value of d becomes equal to 3k, 4b is equal to 20k over here. Therefore, C is also equal to 4k. So we got all the cost price and selling price of both apples and mangoes in terms of a variable k. Now he is selling equal number of apples and mangoes. Let us assume that he is selling one apple and one mango. And he wants to get a profit percentage of 30%. If he is selling one apple and one mango, because he is selling equal number of mangoes and apples, the total cost price is equal to 4k plus 4k, which is 8k. His profit percentage is 30%, so the total selling price will be equal to 8k into 1.3, which is equal to 10.4k. From apples he is making 5k. Therefore, from mangoes, the selling price, the new selling price will be equal to 10.4k minus 5k, which is 5.4k. This is the new selling price. Now, the percentage increase in the selling price of the mangoes is originally it was 3k. Now it is 5.4k. So the increase is 2.4k. The percentage increase is 2.4k divided by 3k into 100, which is equal to 80%. So the answer for this question is option B. Let us look at the next question. Okay, let us answer this question. In this question, we are told that Ram invested in two schemes in the ratio of 3:2. So let us assume that in the first scheme he invested 3k and in the second scheme he invested 2k. The first scheme gives a return of 6% per annum compounded half yearly. Second one gives a return of 9% compounded annually. After 2 years, he receives 2,30,080. He spent, if he had spent all the money, which gave him 10% return per annum compounded annually, how much money would he have at the end of 3 years? So we are assuming that he has 3K in the first scheme and he invested 2K in the second scheme because he invested in the ratio of 3:2. But in the first scheme, there is some complication. We are told that it is 6% compounded half yearly. What does that mean? We know the formula for amount in compound interest. If there is a rate of interest of R% for n years and there is a principle of P, the amount becomes equal to P into 1 plus R by 100 whole to the power n. This is if the interest is compounded annually. But if it is compounded semi-annually, that is if it is compounded 2 times a year, then the effective rate of interest will become equal to R by 2 and the number of years becomes twice it. So in that particular case, the amount becomes equal to P into 1 plus R by 2 to the divided by 100 to the power 2n. Here we are told that this is after 2 years. So 6% becomes essentially equal to 3% for 4 years or 4 time periods. So this becomes equal to 3K into 1.03 whole to the power 4 plus 2K, this is 9%, so this is 1.09 whole square. This we are told is equal to 2,30,080. This is 3K into, this is approximately 1.125 plus this is 2K into approximately 1.1881 is equal to 2,30,080. If you simplify this, you are going to get that the value of K is very close to 40,000. So the amount invested in the first scheme is 3K, which is 1.2 lakhs. Amount invested in the second scheme is 0.8 lakhs, that is 80,000. Or the total money that was with him, which is equal to 5K, is 2 lakhs. Now this 2 lakhs, he invests at 10% rate of interest compounded annually for 3 years. So the amount that he is going to get is 2 lakhs into 1.1 whole cube. 1.1 whole cube is 1.331. 2 lakhs into 1.331 is equal to 2,66,200, which is option C. Let us look at the next question. Okay, Vishal Guntur is saying, sir, I don't want to spam messages, but you're not picking my question at all. Okay, can you ask it now? Then I'll answer it. Okay, hello, sir. I just started the prep of CAT. What should be my strategy? Like, can I leave any concepts in different sections provided I have to watch concept videos too? I'll tell you the simplest thing that you can do. This is not foolproof, but if you have a shortage of time, in Quant, focus only on arithmetic, algebra, and geometry. This is arithmetic, which involves averages, ratio and proportion, percentages, simple compound interest. All of this comes in arithmetic. Geometry, you know, there is 2D geometry, which involves circles, triangles, quadrilaterals, polygons, all of that. And solids, which involves mensuration, like surface areas, volume, those are geometry. Both are important. And finally, you have algebra, which involves linear equations, inequalities, quadratic equations, those things. If you have more time, definitely look at logarithms. It is an easy concept. You might get a question from it. Syed Ghosh is saying, hi, practicing Cracku mock test LRDI sets and LRDI sectionals enough for CAT, sir. I think that is definitely a very good start. If you have time, definitely do the Cracku daily targets also. Remember that you have 2 arrows. If you are a warrior and you are looking for 2 arrows, one arrow is the Cracku DashCATs. The other arrow is the Cracku daily targets. Both of them are your arrows. They will help you quite a lot. Make the best use of those arrows. I'm giving Cracku mocks from the last 1 month. I'm scoring 75 to 85 percentile. What can I expect? How many mocks combined sectional full length should be the target? Does sectional count in mock numbers? Sectional, in my opinion, does not count in mock numbers, but you should take sectionals also. Typically, from now till CAT, you should take at least 1 mock every week, at least 1 mock, preferably 2 mocks every week. But if you're struggling with mocks, then maybe you can take more sectionals. And try to take 1 sectional every day. I think a sectional is 40 minutes, hardly 40 minutes. It will improve your concentration. You should take at least 1 sectional every day and try to take 2 mocks every week. Let us answer this question, guys. In this question, we are told that there is a dishonest shopkeeper who has a balance which reads 1 kg when actually 800 grams are weighed on it. So if he has 800 grams, this counts as 1 kg. In addition to it, he is selling an item at 20% more than the mark price. So he is selling it at 1.2 m instead of m. So he is selling 800 grams for 1.2 m. Essentially, effectively, he is selling 800 grams. He is selling it 1.2 m. So what is the cost of 1 kg? 1 kg will be equal to 1.2 m divided by 0.8, which is equal to 1.5 m. So effectively, if he is selling 1 kg, he would be charging 1.5 m. This is what he has been doing. But he was identified by a police man, Ramu, and he got the spring balance fixed. Along with this, he was ordered to give a discount of 10% on the mark price. So now he is selling 1 kg at only 0.9 m. If Satish purchased 1 kg sugar by paying 45 after 3 days. So what we are told is that 0.9 m is actually equal to 45. Find out the amount Satish would have paid for the same quantity had he purchased 4 days back. 4 days back for 1 kg he was paying 1.5 m. So what is the value of 1.5 m? If 0.9 m is 45, what is the value of 1.5 m? That will be equal to 1.5 into 45 divided by 0.9, which is equal to 75 rupees. So the answer is option D. Let us look at the next question. Jay Santoshkar is saying, sir, are DashCATs designed to be tougher than CAT? DashCATs are not designed to be tougher than CAT. DashCATs are designed to replicate CAT to the best of our abilities. So we are putting in a lot of effort to try to mimic CAT. We are trying to make the questions to be similar to CAT. We are not trying to make them tougher than CAT. Guys, we have hit a target of 350 likes. So a big celebration for all of you. Thanks a lot. These likes motivate me to conduct these kind of sessions more regularly. If you're looking for a free mock, definitely check out the link that is given in the description. We have one free mock for CAT along with video solutions. If you are not enrolled to the Cracku mocks, you should at least take that. If you are enrolled to the Cracku mocks, definitely take the Cracku DashCATs. Jatin Kumar ji is saying, sir, I started Cracku sectional test of QA, got 57. What does it depict? So please guide me, sir. 45 marks in QA on D-Day. 57 is fantastic, man. Jatin Kumar, I'm very happy for you. Score that regularly. Also focus on maintaining your stamina. If you're just taking a sectional, the difference is QA will be the last sectional on the exam day. So it is possible that you are tired. Try to improve that stamina. Otherwise, your score in our sectional should be similar to your score on the actual day. In these questions, we are told that the volumes of ethyl alcohol, methyl alcohol and water in a mixer are in the ratio of 3:4:5. So let the amount of ethyl alcohol be 3x, amount of methyl alcohol be 4x and amount of water be 5x. If 6 ml of ethyl alcohol and 6 ml of methyl alcohol is added to the original solution. If 6 ml of ethyl alcohol is added to the original solution, it becomes 3x plus 6. If 6 ml of methyl alcohol is added to the original solution, it becomes 4x plus 6. Now this ratio becomes equal to 6/7. how much water should be added to the original solution so that the concentration of water by volume in the solution becomes 50%. Now, if you cross multiply, you're going to get 21x plus 42 is equal to 24x plus 36. Or the value of 3x is equal to 6, or the value of x is equal to 2. So the amount of ethyl alcohol is 6 ml, the amount of methyl alcohol is 8 ml, and the amount of water is 5x, which is 10 ml. Now you want to add some more water to it such that the concentration of water becomes 50%. Concentration of water right now is 10 divided by 24. If you are adding W water, the total water becomes equal to 10 plus W. Total volume of the solution becomes equal to 6 plus 8 plus 10 plus W, which is equal to 24 plus W. This is equal to 1 by 2. You can simply cross multiply. 20 plus 2W is equal to 24 plus W, or the value of W is equal to 4 ml. So the amount of water you have to add is equal to 4 ml, which is option A. Let us now look at the next question. Ankit Thakur is saying, as a doctor, how can I improve in quant? You have to focus on solving questions. That is very important. Solve as many questions as you can. Probably solve without a timer, maybe for a week or so that you get that confidence. But you have to solve questions. You need to gain that confidence. Remember that the quant questions are essentially just 10th class questions, 10th class maths questions. Because you're a doctor, it is very likely that you haven't done any quant in the last 3-4 years of your life. So probably everything seems new. But in most of the cases, you have already solved these questions in your 10th. But like with many things with humans, if you don't practice, you lose touch with it. It is very likely. If you don't write, if you're only typing on your phone, if you're only typing on your keyboard, if you are writing a letter, you find it very difficult to write a letter. And then you start wondering, why is it difficult for me to write a letter? But if there is somebody else who is writing every day, he finds writing to be very easy. And then you feel that, okay, maybe it is difficult for me. The thing is, it is not difficult for you. All of us have written a lot of letters when we are young. You just need to get that practice back. And you will get it back if you put in effort for like a few weeks. Which part should I skip in LRDI? Arrangement, ancient puzzle, games and tournaments only. I have done. Okay, if you do this, then that is good. LRDI is not very easy to predict. You can't say that this LRDI will come. But at least the easy types of LRDIs you should answer. The main things that you mentioned are actually the easier type. You should definitely answer them. Arrangements, games and tournaments, ancient puzzles. In addition to it, you should solve the data interpretation sets. That is, you should be able to read the data that is given in a chat. That is very useful. Anurag Punay is saying, sir, are head start mocks the level of CAT or slightly less? I think they are slightly easier than actual CAT. Head start mocks are the mocks that we created for people who are just starting to take mocks. So we made them slightly on the easier side. But DashCATs will be on point. DashCATs are very similar to actual CAT. Two boats go upstream from point A to point B. The faster boat covers the distance from A to B in half the time taken by the slower boat. While going downstream from B to A, the faster boat covers the distance in 4/3 times as fast as the slower boat. It is known that every hour the distance between the boats increases by 12 kilometers. What is the sum of the speeds of the water stream, faster and the slower boats? Let us assume that the speed of the faster boat is F. And speed of the slower boat is S. As the distance between them every hour is increasing by 12 kilometers, it would imply that F is equal to S plus 12. Let the speed of the stream be the speed of the water. Let this be equal to W. So when the faster boat is going from distance A to B, it is going upstream. So what is its speed? Its speed will be equal to F minus W. F is S plus W, S plus 12, we will put that later. Divided by the slower boat, the speed of the slower boat is S minus W upstream. This we are told is equal to 2. because it covers this distance in half the time taken by the slower boat. Similarly, when it is going downstream, the speed of the faster boat is F plus W, and speed of the slower boat when it is going downstream is S plus W. This we are told is 4 by 3. We have three equations, we have three unknowns. We can solve for F, S and W. That is the point. So F is equal to S plus 12. We'll substitute that over here. So F minus W is equal to 2S minus 2W. Or F is equal to 2S minus W. F is S plus 12. So S plus 12 is equal to 2S minus W, or the value of S is equal to W plus 12. This is very interesting because F is S plus W, S is W plus 12. F is S plus 12, W, S is W plus 12. Anyway, you get the two equations. Let us look at this equation. F plus W divided by S plus W is 4 by 3. So 3F plus 3W is equal to 4S plus 4W. 3F is 3S plus 36 is equal to 4S plus W, or S plus W is equal to 36. S minus W is 12, S plus W is 36. So we can calculate that S is equal to 24, W is equal to 12, and the value of F is equal to 36. Now the sum of these three is 36 plus 24 plus 12, which is equal to 72 kilometers per hour, which is option B. Let us look at the last question for today. My throat is aching, otherwise I would have answered more questions, but I'll try to answer at least two more questions. Sir, I am from commerce. My score is in the 50 range. DLR is a huge change. I know you get this question every day, but please help me, sir. I'm struggling. Hamid, I would tell you that if you are struggling with DLR, the best source for you to gain your confidence and to also gain some motivation, some foundation, are the previous papers of CAT. Solve the CAT previous papers of CAT 2022. There are 3 slots. CAT 2021, there are 3 slots. CAT 2020, I think there are 2 slots. You figure it out. But essentially, if you solve the previous papers of the last 3-4 years, every LRDI set, you will gain a lot of confidence, and you will also know how to approach the right LRDIs. Spend some time, solve these LRDIs without any time limit. You should download the PDFs. The PDFs are available for free on our Cracku website. Download the previous paper PDFs of all the years that I mentioned, and attempt one LRDI, maybe 2-3 LRDIs every single day without any time limit. Just solve those LRDIs. If you are not able to answer it, in the PDF only there is a link for the video solution. If you click on that button, you will get the video solution in a different tab. But before you look at the video solution, I want you to attempt it on your own. So definitely go ahead, go to the Cracku website, download the PDFs of the CAT previous papers of CAT 2022, CAT 2021, CAT 2020. Take your time in solving the LRDIs from these 3 years. Let me know in the chat which day of the week you want us to conduct these kind of streams. We'll be conducting streams very regularly. Do you want it on Monday? Do you want it on Tuesday? Do you want it on Thursday? Do you want it on Friday? Do you want it on Saturday? Do you want it on Sunday? Which of these days would you prefer for us to conduct these kind of sessions? We'll conduct mostly at around 8 p.m. in the evening. So which of these days do you want? Do you want it on Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, or Sunday? Please do mention in the chat because it will help us in finalizing our schedule. Yeah, daily is obviously what we'll aim for, but if say I had to pick a day, Which of the days is better? Okay, a car left Kolkata for Hyderabad. Having traveled 600 kilometers, it stopped for 1 hour to rest. So let us assume that this is the car. Now this is Kolkata and this is Hyderabad. It traveled 600 kilometers and it stopped. And it had traveled 40% of the total distance by that time. This would imply that the total distance from Kolkata to Hyderabad is 600 divided by 0.4, which is equal to 1500 kilometers. This would imply that this distance, the remaining distance, is 900 kilometers, which is 1500 minus 600. Now here it stopped for 1 hour, and after starting it increased its speed by 30 kilometers per hour, and it reached at the scheduled time. Let us assume that the original speed is s. So the original time it would have taken would be 900 divided by s. This is equal to 900 divided by s plus 30 plus the 1 hour break. If it did not stop for 1 hour, it would have reached in 900 divided by s, but now it stopped for 1 hour, and because it stopped for 1 hour, it increased its speed to s plus 30 and again reached at the scheduled time. So 900 divided by s is equal to 900 divided by s plus 30 plus 1. If you cross multiply, you are going to get a quadratic equation which we'll try to solve. If you cross multiply, you are going to get 900s plus 900 into 30 is equal to 900s plus s into s plus 30. This is the quadratic equation. Or s square plus 30s minus 900 into 330 is equal to 0. This would imply that this is s square plus 180s minus 150s minus 900 into 30 is equal to 0. This quadratic equation is s plus 180 into s minus 150 is equal to 0. So the value of s is either equal to minus 180 or 150. Can the speed of a car be negative? It cannot be negative. So the value of s is 150 kilometers per hour, which is option C. Okay guys, thanks a lot for attending today's session. I have to go now. If you have any doubts, please do comment below this stream. That will help us quite a lot. Please do subscribe to our channel. Please click on the bell icon. We'll be conducting these kind of sessions very regularly from now on till actual CAT. So if you want to get any idea about when we are conducting it, please do subscribe and please do keep checking our YouTube channel. In addition to it, if there is one word of wisdom I want to give you, take a lot of mocks from now till the actual examination. If you are not able to take mocks, take a lot of sectionals. They will help you quite a lot. Okay guys, thanks for tuning in.